So the residents of Lake Errock, which is a community that's just a few kilometers east of Desroches, and if you don't know where Desroches is in BC, it's about 28 kilometers east of Mission. Now, as you can see by the sign here, Fraser Valley Regional District has put up a proposal that a mining company has put forward to have a temporary soil removal and crushing, that's right, crushing of rock and soil. And they've also put forward another permit to go ahead and build housing when they're done. Now, since 2000, there was a mining company just over here to my right. Now you can see this large area that's all dug up, this eyesore. There's some locked gates here, but there used to be trailers that sat here and a bunch of mining equipment. They were operating for several years without a permit, and they went undetected for a long period of time until the residents of Lake Errock brought this to the Fraser Valley Regional District's attention. And for the last several years, it's been quite quiet here. No mining's been going on. People that live in this area have gotten their peace back, and a lot of people were starting to develop health problems from the silica dust that was coming over their property into the lake. There were several mornings where you could walk out onto the lake and there would just be this big plume of dust over the lake. The lake itself even started to turn murky after a while. The problem we have with this is this mine right here that's sitting empty, this eyesore that you can clearly see from the lake and from homes on the lake, is adjacent to Low Heat Highway, which is right here. You can hear the traffic. And the lake is just through those bushes, and just down there, you can't see it because there's a lot of trees, but there are homes, and several hundred people live in the community of Lake Errock. Now, that proposal that this mining company is putting forward, they want to go ahead and they want to start mining the property right beside this mine. You can see all the trees in the distance. Now, this piece of land is a lot larger than the existing eyesore mine that's sitting here right now. And what I mean by eyesore is these guys just picked up and left. And you think the Fraser Valley Regional District would have stepped in and said, hey, you know, you were operating for several years without a permit, and now you've basically, in our eyes, the residents of Lake Errock have destroyed the land here and the land for wildlife and all the vegetation around it for wildlife to feed off of. Ask the company to fix it, plant some trees. But no, they didn't. This company had, over the last few years, has continued to just put in permit request after permit request after permit request, and have failed at every turn. So they decided to put in a permit to build homes when they're done, hoping that would be more appealing to the Fraser Valley Regional District, which at this point apparently seems to have caught somebody's eye. They've also, in their permit, they have asked for a temporary soil removal. So again, it sounds more appealing to the Fraser Valley Regional District. But what do they mean by temporary? Are we going to be subjected to silica dust for a year? 5 years? 10 years? Because this mine right here went on for almost 10 years. Oh, it was on the radar of the Fraser Valley Regional District, but nobody did anything about it. So what are these guys planning on doing now? Are they planning on destroying the land beside it? Hurting the community of Lake Errock's health? The wildlife? the lake itself and walking away and not building homes once they've got their temporary soil removal permit passed? I don't know. Do you know? It's questions we have. The problems we have with this so-called temporary permit that the Fraser Valley Regional District is possibly approving. You can see by the mess that they left behind what could possibly be left in the future. Doesn't look that big, does it? Well, the piece of land beside it is about 8 times the size. They will have several dump trucks, cranes, excavators working in this area. The diesel smoke that will linger over this community, the silica dust, the noise, and the dangers that will be brought to Lougheed Highway as these trucks pull out doing 5 or 10 kilometers an hour and traffic comes along doing 80 kilometers an hour. Is this what we want for our community of Lake Errock? No, it's not. I thought I would share my story with the rest of BC. Hopefully, people can band together and speak out. We don't need mines in our backyards. They shouldn't be allowed. Today is September the 27th, 2015.